Good morning to Madam Nan and fellow friends. Today I'm going to tell about my topic biocorrosion. Biocorrosion. Biocorrosion is a bio plus a corrosion. Corrosion is a process rusting that not induced by a microbe. Mean by biocorrosion is influenced by and bacteria. Okay, what is corrosion? In details, corrosion is a natural process which converted refined metal to more chemically, which is we known in a stable form. Okay. Besides that, corrosion is known as electrochemical oxidation. Okay, what is biocorrosion? Biocorrosion is a deterioration of metal due to microbial activities, and it refers to the accelerated deterioration of metal owing the presence of biofilm surface. Okay, there are four main steps of biocorrosion, which is firstly a thick biofilm develop an anaerobic zone which develop adjacent to the colonized surface. Secondly is microorganisms develop the colonies, and third, these trap ion and create localized chemical and physical gradient at the metal surface, and fourth, an electrochemical cell is set up and metal dissolve, causing fit formation beneath to the surface area, affected area. Okay, this fourth step is telling that the combination of oxygen, metal, and electrolyte enough to set up electron cells. Okay, here, okay, how the biocorrosion happen is from a water droplet flows to the electron flow and combine with oxygen, which form a hydroxide ion, which we can see cathode and anode, and it's quickly oxidized from rust, and there is a Fe ions, then the ion oxides from form and it's precipitated. Okay, in details about the previous picture, how about the biocorrosion happens. In a corrosion process, electron flows from high energy to a lower energy to conducting a solution surface of a metal. This is called electrolyte, caused by maybe by a rain, water, moisture, or even humidity. Even 60% of humidity relief can cause corrosion. Anode, as we know, anode is a high energy which the electron leave and enter an electrolyte. Meanwhile, cathode, as we know, that is a lower energy and it leaves the electrolyte and reverts to the metal. Next is the life cycle of biofilm. There is 5 steps of the life cycle, which is firstly it's added to the surface. The bacteria attach and divided. The bacteria attached and divided, plus it begins to accelerate. Thirdly, the matrix cells expands. Fourth, the further expansion and the microbial is growth. The fifth is dispersion of planktonic bacteria.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just now we have discussed on the details of biocorrosion, and right now we are going to break through the details of biofilm. So what is actually meant by biofilm? Biofilm is the communities of surface associated microorganisms. So there are various species of microorganisms involved in the development of biofilm. It is actually the universal bacterial traits. So unexpectedly, the platforms on our teeth is also actually biofilm. Here biofilm is found almost in natural and artificial surface. And next we are going to discuss about the characteristics of biofilm. There are four main characteristics of biofilm. The first one is autophysis. So what is autophysis? Autophysis is the ability to self-organize, which means the microorganisms of different species that involved in the development of biofilms are able to self-organize among themselves. The second characteristic is hemostasis. Hemostasis is the resist environmental perturbations. The third one is synergy. Synergy means the effectiveness in association rather than isolation. With just like the common sayings, the more the merrier. And the last one is community. Community is respond to environment changes as a unit rather than a single unit, which means the microorganisms are better to work together rather than working as a lone ranger. And next, we'll look into the formation of biofilms. There are four stages involved in the formation of biofilms. During the first stage, the biofilms involve the absorption of macromolecules in the planktonic phase to surface, and then a conditioning film will form. The conditioning film is actually the transport of microbe to the substrate surface. And then we'll move to the second stage. In the second stage, the addition and co-addition of microbes and attachment is strengthened by polymer production and unfolding of cell surface structures. This is the initial non-specific microbial substrate adherence phase. And in the third stage, the third stage involves the multiplication and metabolism of attached microorganisms. This is simply known as the bacterial growth and biofilm expansion. And during the last stage, which is the fourth stage, it involves the detachment of small or large clumps of cells, or by a type of seeding disperser that releases individual cells. And next, we'll look into the microorganisms that contribute into the biocorrosion. There are four classes of microorganisms that involves in biocorrosion, and the first class is the sulfate reducing bacteria, or known as SRB. So among the examples are Disulfovibrio alescensis and Disulfovibrio vulgaris. The next class is the metal depositing bacteria, or known as MDB. The genera of Sideracapsa and Leptotrix are among examples under the class of metal depositing bacteria. The next class is slime producing bacteria. The examples under this class is Clostridium species and also Flavobacterium species. The last class is fungi. Among the examples involved are Aspergillus species and also Fusarium species. Next, we'll look into the problem caused by biocorrosion. Biocorrosion can cause much damage into the environment. The first one is they can destroy the metal distribution pipes. The second one is water quality deterioration and also environmental contamination. Next, it causes economic losses in water distribution systems. And then it also damages the sewage systems by acid deterioration. The next is microbe influence corrosion of carbon steel in cooling water system in power plants. And also the last one, it causes loss in oil and gas companies. And that is all for the presentation of biocorrosion. That's all from us. Thank you.